Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to dive into a recent article I found on That Part Place regarding CD Projekt Red's upcoming game, The Witcher 4, because I have many thoughts and quite a few concerns about this article and what CD Projekt is releasing. So let's dive in. So, according to the developers, the game is supposed to focus on women's struggles in a medieval world, featuring Ciri as the main protagonist. Now, I'll be honest, I love the idea of playing as Ciri. She was fantastic in The Witcher 3. And playing as her, especially at the end of the game, was amazing. With her ability to teleport in the middle of a battle and the way she dodges and stuff, it was just really cool. However, I can't help but question whether medieval sexism is a theme that players were really asking for in a fantasy RPG as we approach 2025, especially Witcher 3. And my answer is absolutely not. Now, I'm sure many fans are excited or were excited about playing as Ciri, but it raises a significant issue. The game can't truly be called Witcher unless it's titled something like Witcher, Ciri's Adventures. Because, according to the original lore, women and adults cannot survive the trial of the grasses due to its high mortality rate. In fact, even young boys training to become witchers die during the training and face a grim fate fighting monsters even after the trials, but only 1 in 3 boys survive the trial itself. So CD Projekt Red states, and I quote, "The experience of a woman is actively quite a significant theme in the Witcher series in a lot of different forms. The women of this world are subjected to a lot of violence. They're heavily sexualized in different ways." Now, I find this interesting because women in some agency do have a choice. Because, for example, they're trading their fertility for youth, longer life, because they live for hundreds of years, beauty, so they don't age, and power. And not only magical power, but they are also advisors to kings and royal courts. But young boys like Lambert, who is also part of the School of the Wolf, with Geralt in Witcher 3 states that he didn't have a choice to become a Witcher. His father was saved by a Witcher, and the Witcher requested him as payment, and his father gave him to the Witcher. Not only do Witchers face great danger, not only in the training to become a Witcher, and face death when they start to undergo the trial because they don't know if they're going to be one of the 3 that survive, but once they undergo the transformation, they age slower, so they live for hundreds of years. Their emotions are dulled. They're sterilized, so they can never have children. And they make a living hunting monsters, which means they could die in any cave or anywhere, and no one would know. What I find particularly intriguing is that while CD Projekt Red claims to be addressing women's struggles, the entire Witcher universe is steeped in these issues. Sorceresses serve, like I said before, as advisors to kings and royal courts. But in other areas, they also face persecution, including being imprisoned and burned at the stake. Meanwhile, Witchers are labeled as mutants and are often despised, sped at, cursed at, attacked, just for what they are. Another major concern I have with the announcement of Witcher 4 is that Ciri was never meant to be a Witcher and to never undergo the trial of the grasses. Geralt explicitly stated he never wanted that for her. And she seemed to be, in Witcher 3, she seemed to be okay with that. And Witchers in Witcher 3 indicate they've lost the ability to conduct the trials altogether. The knowledge has been lost. I don't think they really thought this through, and they're trying to put in modern day problems or modern day issues into a medieval era. Because I don't really think that feminism was a significant concern during the medieval era. Because according to the International Journal of Epidemiology, life expectancy was only about 33 years, with many dangers such as plagues, famine, bandits, childhood mortality rates. For example, the Black Death alone wiped out a significant portion of Europe's population, about 1/3 to half of the population. And daily life was fraught with peril from bandits, famine, harsh weather conditions, crop failure, and other threats. Ultimately, I believe CD Projekt Red is in for a rude awakening. Ciri is not your typical woman. She possesses the Elder Blood, which allows her to age slower and grants her extraordinary powers. In my opinion, she is essentially a borderline goddess capable of regeneration, teleportation, because she even tells Geralt in Witcher 3 that she could teleport anywhere, at any time, to any world, any location, any world. And is even more powerful than many sorceresses. Now, what frustrates me the most is that they seem to have broken the established lore to make her a Witcher, when she was already a formidable character. It feels like they've simply created a female version of Geralt. And this is my opinion, that they are going to nerf her powers so she is not that powerful as she's supposed to be, and framing her as a victim despite her strength, her ability to defeat the Wild Hunt in Witcher 3, and all the other experiences she's had through the books and games, and her ability to defeat monsters even when she was defeating monsters before becoming an official Witcher. So that's all I have for today. I would love to hear your opinions, and so please drop a comment, drop a follow for more content, and I appreciate your support. Now, I'm putting all the references I used for this in the bio. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again.